Hey, what's up everyone? It's Ben Zinn with nextlevelguitar.com, and today we have for you 3 beginner rock riffs. And what we're doing with these is we're giving you some fun riffs to practice that are also kind of sneaky skill builders, right? Sometimes when we practice as a beginner, we want to have that satisfaction of playing something musical, but we also want to work on building skills. And so hopefully today these will do both for you guys out there. First one that we're going to check out is a nice little swampy thing. Nice riff. Kind of fits in a lot of different genres depending on how you set up your tone. But I like this one. This is a really fun one to dive into and start with. Okay, so it's a nice little chord progression with some movement in here. So we're going to break this down and talk about all of these elements and kind of how you can approach putting this stuff together. First thing we're going to do is take your index finger and we're going to park it on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Now what we're going to be doing in the opening figure here is bouncing between the 6th string open and this fretted note. And first thing I want you to try to do is to play this with an alternate picking motion. So down on the 6th string and then up on the 4th string. So this is kind of the skill building element of this, right? Where we're trying to skip the string and get the picking together. Once the motion feels comfortable, stagger it or swing it a little bit. So you have long, short, long, short, long, short, long. This is what gives it its groove. Okay, so once that feels comfortable, we're going to add in a fretted note. We're still going to leave this note parked where it is, but we're going to alternate between playing the 6th string open and using the middle finger to press down on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. I'll show you what I mean. And that note really kind of gives it some attitude, right? That's what I like about it. So that is figure number 1, getting all those elements put together. Once you can do that comfortably, the second part is going to be much easier because it's the exact same concept. Everything just is shifted down one string. So now we're going to start on string 5 open. My fretted note is now on string 3 instead of string 4. I'm still going to bounce between string 5 and 3 with that alternate picking. And that swung feel, long, short, long, like that. And then bring in the alternating 3rd fret note as well. And so that's figure 2. Same as figure 1, different location. If you are having any trouble with some of the chord changes with some of these concepts that we're doing with our examples, we have a companion lesson that we put together that really goes into detail on how to get these chord changes to happen in time and to make them comfortable. We have exercises and little practice things that you can do to help get that chord changing and chord playing really just up in the stratosphere, and that's what we want to be able to do. So all you have to do is click on the link that you see below, and if you do that, we have the free video lesson for the chord changing skills, the essentials, plus an ebook. They go together. It's a really nice companion for this lesson. Just click on the link below and we'll send that to you from Next Level Guitar. Then you can try blending those and transitioning between the two. Okay, so you can have a lot of fun just practicing going back and forth between those two. In the example, I added a little bit of a tail to this here to kind of wrap up the back and forth of it, and it just played a couple of power chords. Good skill building here too. If you play rock music, you have to know this shape. Basic root fifth power chord here, where you have the index finger on the 2nd fret 5th string and the 3rd finger on the 4th fret 4th string. We're going to strum only those two one time, move it up 1 fret, both notes, and back. So that's a way to reset the progression. One more time all together here. And then start over. Or you can stop right there. Once you get it going, have fun with it and jam with it. I like it because it gets you moving in between some chord shapes, and your left hand is moving. We're not just parking one chord. We're kind of getting some movement involved. So hopefully a good one you guys can take and run with. Okay, our next riff that we're going to take a look at is another chord-based idea. And this one is really at home in kind of AC/DC style playing or 80s rock. Once you get this kind of vibe down, I think it really sets the stage for playing a lot of that kind of music. So we're going to be dealing with some chords in the open position here. We're going to be playing an A power chord. In this case, that's going to be the 5th string open and the 4th string 2nd fret. Again, we're going to have some movement here. This is why I like this stuff. So we're going to play the chord, but then we're going to grab the 3rd fret 6th string just as a single hit, and then come back to the chord. So you have chord, note, chord. That would be the first thing to get down, right? Even that right there is kind of a fun little rhythm to just repeat. But we're going to move on to another chord. And we're going to play a G power chord. If you already know how to play the G chord, you probably know this shape or this shape. But there's also a really important chord shape is the G5 here, where we don't have the index finger engaged. In fact, we have the middle finger blocking string 5. And why this is nice is you can play with a nice distorted tone, and all you hear is that nice beefy power chord. So that's a good shape to know. That's our second shape in this pattern. That's going to be followed by a D chord right away. So we're dealing with some chord movement exercises here from the G5 to the D chord. And then we're just going to repeat back to the beginning. And the key is to make these changes in rhythm. So that's the basic template for that riff. I think a variation that you can do there. Okay, this is just a little device that we'll see in a lot of rock music where off of the power chord, we're going to play a fretted note above the stationary note. So this is still parked where it's at, but we're going to add in the 4th fret, and we're going to create an alternation here. And so that sort of becomes a substitute for. It's the same part, but you're just playing it a different way depending on where you're at. Okay, our third example is going to be some single note based playing, which is, again, I think a fun way to practice and kind of inspires our creativity. Get the best of both worlds here. So the basic idea on this example is that we're going to be playing all on string 6, and we're going to be practicing our alternate picking. We're also going to be working on positional playing. So positional playing is where we take all 4 of our fingers and we give them each a fret assignment. So if we're in first position, we're going to be playing here, 1 finger per fret. Second position, first finger gets the 2nd fret, middle finger gets the 3rd, and so on. So for our example, we're going to come up here to the 4th position, meaning first finger gets the 4th fret. And what we want to do is practice our back and forth alternate picking here. You can leave your hand in this position, but maybe start by just playing it open. Now what we're going to do is keep that right hand thing going, and we're going to add in fretted notes for riff creation. There's a million variations you can do here, and so you never run out of fun stuff to do, right? So in the first example, we're going to play. So what that is 2 open strings, 4th fret, open, 5th fret, open, and then 6th fret, 7th fret. And that creates a pattern that you can repeat. And it's a nice riff, and it's good repetition for us. And as you play these things, I think the key is to try to do them accurately. The speed will come if you just focus on the accuracy. Back and forth on the picking. So once you get into the groove of that kind of idea, now the sky is the limit. You can choose another position. You can create your own pattern of notes to practice. All the while, we're skill building with that alternate picking. If I play in 3rd position, let's say, and I'll play something like this. So that's open twice, 6th fret, open, 5th fret, open, 3rd fret, 5th fret. You can start to move these things all over the place. Right, you can combine one with the other. The basic concept, though, is to play in position, keep steady down-up picking going, and come up with patterns that get you to repeat and regenerate. Lots of great riffs are waiting to be written, so all you have to do is apply it and see what you can come up with. We gave you a couple here just to get you going. So that brings us to a close. 3 beginner riff concepts, and we hope you guys take these and run with them. We sure did enjoy bringing them to you, and we want to say also head over to our website, nextlevelguitar.com. Right now we have a free 3-day all-access pass right there on the homepage, and if you click the link for the pass, you can check out everything on the site. That's over 2,000 lessons for beginners, for intermediate players, and for advanced players, and we have basically every style of music that you could want to check out right there. So worth checking out. Head over there, nextlevelguitar.com. Want to say thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, that's going in the extras.
I love it.
You ready for that, Miles?
The outtakes, Miles.
Miles, you ready for the outtakes?
Get psyched.
Miles is excited.
Yep.
He opened his eyes. Calm down.
Yeah.
Miles.
We don't want
Benzin's here.
We don't want to set a fire, Miles.
Yeah,
Just keep it on an even keel, please,
he's
Miles.
excited today. Not every day you get Benzin in the house.
Nope. Next one we have is going to be on my phone that I'm going to listen to real quick. Next,
Gefilte fish.
Gefilte fish. I saw some of that at Trader Joe's the other day.
Did you get it?
Thought about it.
Didn't pull the trigger?
I didn't. I have pickled herring at home, so I'm okay.
Breath of champions.
Yes, absolutely.
Enough with the nonsense.
Yeah. More rock, less talk, as they say.